Good morning and happy Thursday. We're working on our math today, page 323, 324. So at the top here, this is just kind of review. It gives you the dice, write 2 addition facts and 2 subtraction facts. And for number 2, it says mark the dot that gives half of the dots. So I have all of the dots here on the board, and so we're just going to draw a line that cuts them in half. And so we'll have to draw our line this way, because if we would try to draw it up and down, we'd notice that we would cut these dots in half. So if we draw it across, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dots for 1/2. So we're going to color in the number 5 there. So we know that if we have 5 on one side and 5 on the other, how many do we have altogether? That's right, 10. And for the second one there with the red ones, so now if we try to go across this way, we know that we're going to be cutting the dots in half. So let's try to go the other way. Let's chop it right up in, or our line right up and down. So let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right across, and we know that half of 6 is 3. So we're going to have to draw our line right between the middle of these here. So we have 3 on this side, 3 on this side. On the second line we have 3 and 3. And 3 and 3 on the bottom line. So how many is on 1/2? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So 9 dots on half of those, half of that drawing there. And for the very last one, so if we were to chop it up and down, we can still run into these here. Well, let's try to chop it in half. Just like that. So we can see that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 that make up half of the dots. And on the next one here, I just wrote down a couple problems, the ones that I think you guys could stumble on, but we'll work through them together. So we have 13 minus 9. So if we tried to go 3 minus 9, we know that we're going to have to borrow. So 13 is our number. 13 minus 9. So if we have 13, we're going to count up from 9 to know the difference between the two. So we'd go 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So the difference is 4. And you can use your number line if you need to. And so if we have here, we have 11 minus 5. Well, let's count up. We have 5, we have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, so we have 6. So 6 is the difference between these two. And for, let's see, the bottom here, it says count by ones from 201 to 220. Color the odd numbers yellow. So remember, our odds are the one that ends in 1, 3, 5, 7, or 9. So if it ends in that, like this ends in a 0, so we don't color that one. This one here ends in a 1, so we color that yellow. So we're going to color the odd numbers yellow, and then it's going to tell us that we have 2 rows of odd numbers, and there are 5 odd numbers in each row. So the multiplication fact for that would be 2 times 5 equals 10. And on the next page there, right at the top, it says, how many dimes do we have? Well, we can see we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. And how many cents in each dime? How many cents in each dime? Well, we know that each dime is worth how much? That's right, 10 cents. And what would we count by? We're going to go 10, 20, 30, 40. So we would be counting by tens. And how many cents in all? Well, like we just said, it would be 10, 20, 30, and 40. So we'd have 40 cents in all. So what is our multiplication problem going to look like? Well, we know that we're going to say that we have 4 dimes. And each dime is worth 10 cents. And we know that 4 times 10, well, we figured it out, it equals 40. And on the next part there for number 2, and just to circle the number in the hundreds place, and remember, if you need to, you can draw your house of your numbers. So we have our hundreds column, we have our tens column, and our ones column. So I just did the first 3. So we want to circle the number in 732 that's in the hundreds. So we know that we will be circling the 7. And for the number 100, we want to circle the digit that is in the hundreds place. So we know we'll be circling the 1 as it lives in its hundreds house. And for 205, we know that the hundreds again is the 2. So you just have 3 more here to do on your own. And then number 3, it says write the, the greater than, less than, or equals in the box. So remember to solve each side first, and then your sign is open to the bigger number because the animals are hungry. And I just have a quick story problem for you guys. I'll read it to you. It says, Tanya found 9 smooth rocks for her rock collection. She now has 13 rocks. How many rocks did she have before she found the 9 rocks? So we want to know the difference. We want to know how many she had before she found the 9 rocks. So we know that she has 13 now, and she found 9. So how many did she have before? So we need to subtract there. And number 5, some combinations with everybody's finger on box A. It is 5 plus 7. 5 plus 7. For B, it is 12 minus 8. 12 minus 8. Box C is 6 plus 6. 6 plus 6. Box D is 9 minus 5. What is 9 minus 5? Box E is 8 minus 4. 8 minus 4. And box F is 9 plus 4. 9 plus 4. And that is it for both of your math pages today. And I will see you guys next week.